Hello everyone, we're here for another episode of Mario Kart Tour, and being in the Metropolitan Tour, ranked mode for week 1 just ended, so let's find out what my placement is in the game. Hopefully all you folks out there did wonderful in your first week, so let's not keep Lakitu waiting and see if we got that first place. Very nice. Back in the winners column, and that makes Rosalina's Me Racing suit up to level 2. Very, very good. Get that extra bonus points boost from the base point cap. And then picking up all of these rewards. Cart tickets, very good. You know, when I do the token shop pipes, much looking forward to them for this tour, given that there's been so many tracks to XP drain, right? So I have a lot of tokens built up already for that. And also the player level is up to 249. It's going to go to 250 in the next tour. Imagining that there will be a new city course, or at least a new variant to raise my player level. And look at that, we did a mega bake here, folks. This is really funny. I barely played the ranked mode at all. All those moves that I said I could make in the reaction, this is what ends up happening, right? You know, when you have that fertile of a ground to work with. I mean, these runs are nothing to speak of. I do have to say, though, the Berlin Byways run of 13.6K, that was really, really well done. Nearly a non-stop combo. Of course, being with middle shelf, that's not always the easiest thing to do. Both for the driver and for the glider, but that was a really solid run. We had a lot of boxes on that. And then the other two runs, single frenzy run on Paris. I don't even remember if it was a coin frenzy. And then Berlin Byways 2 RT. That was a blooper and a triple banana frenzy. Unlike my first run, it was just like a cold run. So didn't even full combo that one. So I was starting to record it actually, thinking like, hey, this is my opportunity to push it beyond 40K. And then that happened and I moved into first place and I'm like, this is perfect. Look at this lead. So 3 points, it's just one action. That's what makes the difference. Otherwise I would have had to do more runs. It's nice when it works out that way. But one thing I did notice when I went down to the bottom, actually, okay, so given that it's the final day of Ranked Cup, there were a few players who did come on and play. Earlier this morning, there were 6 players actually who had no score registered, so that's going down to 2 now. So 4 of the other players ended up somewhere in the middle, but that's really remarkable. So for the rest of this episode, what I'll do is we'll fire the all clear pipe. I have a couple of challenges remaining, and then we'll be around for the tour reset will occur at some point shortly after the all clear pipe. We'll just take a look at the week 2 pipe and fire off those freebies. If that sounds good with you all, leave a like. And if you want to hear more of the ranked strategy and how I mold my account, by all means you want to tune in for the reaction videos where I talk about my approach to Ranked Cup. Of course, the Resource Masterclass is still very good information. The parts of it that Nintendo hasn't totally nixed, right? It's like they watched that and they took out every exploit that we came up with there. But we milked it really good for a while, didn't we? Anyway, let's do the big reverse race. So we have, we're going to go with Triple Bananas, of course. And I want to go with the Ramby runner, right? We have to go with the Ramby. And then maybe we should go with the Red Shell Glider, right? Just to keep the bots in line in case they're doing any funny business. So here we go. Not sure which version of Paris this is. That's like the weird part about this, right? Is that there's Paris 2 and then there's Paris 3. And looks like we can take the shortcut there, which is very nice. Already into 5th place, so I have to remember, so we're doing more multiplayer kind of stuff here. Which means you want to get down, take that jump boost, very nice. We're already in 1st place, so pretty easy on this one, unless they shock us at the end. I don't know, has that ever happened to anybody out there? I can't remember it ever happening to me. That would be pretty brutal, right? There was that the Wario one. That was the mega boss, right? It was on Vancouver in the winter. You can check out my video on that. Totally savage. Wario did like a forward bomb spam on me in the glider section. I had to respawn back. No way I could catch up to that. That was really funny. All right, so that's one cup down, and I think there's one more to go. Probably the final cup. Yeah, it's the Wario cup. So very appropriate that we were just talking about that. And this is another Mega Boss challenge. Hammer Bro, and we're gonna make use of that DK Me suit. 70 rubies put to good use on the Mega Boss challenge, right, folks? Let's go with this little T-Coupe thing, and then I guess Lightning Glider, right? Whatever. Doesn't really matter too much. Unless this thing's got the kind of skills that that Wario did. So we'll see. And then what do we want to get from the all clear pipe? Well, do we dare ask for a new toy? Do we dare ask? It's been a long time. And you know what the amazing thing is, everybody? I have not had any of the new items for several months now. And they've just been adding them constantly, right? Oof, those hammers, gotta look out for them. But we got the giant banana hit, which is good. Gonna have to focus on this one a little bit probably if it's gonna be like that. The hammers do have a homing effect, but it does dissipate with distance. But it's probably rubber banding a lot back there. Yep, it rubber banded, but we had the. Okay, we should be good now. I think we have a nice little lead there. Oh, but it's 2 laps. Okay, well, let's see if he can catch up. I should have saved the shroom then. So I could have taken some cuts here through the grass, but that's quite all right. Ooh, wow. They catch up very quickly. Look at that. Unbelievable. Ah. Well, as long as we can keep a safe distance here, we should be good. So that is one banana they didn't hit with, or they didn't hit after the giant banana hit in the first lap. So, a little bit of mutual destruction on that one. Alrighty, final stretch here. Oh, another mutual hit. That seems to be the theme of the day. But got that first place finish. So now we're thinking about the all clear pipe. What can we get from that? So basically, there's still like 30 items now that I don't have. That's the train of thought that I was on before. I wanted to not lose to that. So can we get one of those, like, 25, 30 items? I don't think it's asking too much given it's been so long, but been on a cold streak lately. And I get to see all the stats here. You can see that 147. That actually wasn't the run on Berlin Byways 2RT. That was another run that I did just finishing up ranked mode. I got the badge bots down just in case anybody would make a move last minute. I was there to swoop in and get the dub if needed on that. And I was using a bottom shelf cart, nearly surpassed the 37K from before. So here we go, all clear pipe, and I see we're 1 minute away from the reset for the tour, so that's great. Okay, oh, that's not good. That is not good. Pink gold paper glider. Oh, it's been rough luck on the all clear pipes for like 3 months now, which is it's astronomical. If you're on the Discord, you'll see I share every couple tours like the things that I'm missing. It's amazing. It's amazing how many things and we're just missing every time. But you know what? I see a lot of the all clear pipes from the comments and also on Discord that are shared with me. And a lot of people go cold for a very long time as well. So it's free stuff. Can't complain about it overall. Okie dokie. Ooh, okay, 30 rubies. Wow, so add that to the 40 we just picked up. We're almost at that 4K mark. I didn't just say that. That was all right. Interesting. These challenges are not available yet, but they should be. Do I have to close the app or is it going to go on its own? It seems to be frozen here. So what we will do is we'll just force that upon ourselves. And the week 2 pipe will be available, and we'll take a look at some of the items that are in play there. Yep, here we are. So part 2 starts now, and we have this pipe to look at. We have Rosalina Volendam, right? And the flower cart, the green sprout glider, a favorite among the green sprout gang. They have tremendous metagame analysis for that specific item. You love to see it, right? That's all about the kind of vibe that we instruct here on the channel, right? It's not just how to mold your account, but it's also injecting into it the things that you want to play for, right? Because when you look at this data and you can make sense of it on a broad scale, you'll see that you can get equal outcomes with just a very wide range of things, even wider than you can possibly imagine. And what that can do then is, if you're optimizing that approach, you can get tremendous value from things that you wouldn't normally think of as being like the metagame. Anyway, this character is very much the metagame at the current, right? Heavyweight boomerang flower driver, the only one. In terms of her value, she's a week 2 superstar, because we see the Amsterdam Drift 2R is in her wheelhouse right there, which is phenomenal. And then she has the Amsterdam Drift 2T, which is shelf boosted due to her spotlight, because it's the 3rd frame in that. So she's a double ranked usage this week. In addition to that, she has several unique tracks to other special skills, which means she's the flavor of now, and at least for the foreseeable future. But she does come along with that several nitro courses, because she debuted in Amsterdam, so she had the 3 up there, as well as the other one as the level 6 unlock, and then now she picks up 2 more Amsterdam drifts, right? So that's a total of 6 nitro courses, but a lot of meat and potatoes in there. But keep in mind, she will likely pick up another 1 or 2 nitro courses next tour, and then what does that leave left for her buffing cycle, right? So it might be a little bit slimmer than we're typical among other boomerang flower drivers, but I'm just going to caution you, Nintendo has not taken the warnings that I've given in the past about modulating the value of the boomerang flower to the extent that they should, right? This should be controlled nearly as carefully as that of Coinbox, and it has not up to this point, right? You know, we see things like Yoshi Kangaroo, Luigi Vacation are just powerhouses. They really underpin and usurp, in fact, Coinbox as being the metagame, just because of the kind of course value that you can get from them, and nearly equal, if not sometimes superior, action count potential with them. So those are my thoughts on Rosalina Volendam. Definitely, if that's a character that you want to go in on, I think that you're very well justified, even if it's not like a specific fan favorite of yours. But I mean, if it is, all the more power to you in going ahead with that decision. Then we have Luigi Painter, who has quite an enormous amount of value, really was a huge superstar in 2021, and is still quite powerful now. We see it picked up Amsterdam Drift 2T, so that's covered also by Volendam, and you're very likely going to want to go with Volendam there and the Boomerang Flower over Lucky 7, but look, Lucky 7 is still a very formidable option. But his value definitely is a little bit in the rear view mirror, and a lot of these overlap with Coinbox, right? That was one of the big points against Luigi Painter, is just the amount of unique tracks is very minor compared to overall. So Luigi Painter's value is going to vary depending upon who you are in the audience, right? If you are invested entirely into Coinbox and Boomerang Flower, Luigi Vacation, he ain't doing it for you. But if you are a character fan, or if you are a player who doesn't invest into elite special skills, and you say, I can get more course coverage by investing into the moderate skills, right? All of the other special skills, which you can, that is supported statistically, that just any special skill, population of those drivers will cover more courses, which means you can get better ROI on your tickets, right? And players who do that achieve greater ranked results, as at least in the case of free to play, right? If you are a gold pass legacy type of account, might be different, but then you're injecting real world currency into that situation, which is completely out of the scope of that kind of analysis. So then we move into the flower cart, which has a very big size hitbox and has a lot of nice matching coverage there for your Volendam. So this is a good cart and driver pair if you want to go into it. And Jump Boost Plus, of course, it's a great special skill to have with all those great action count potential courses that it has access to. And the Paintster too. The Paintster actually has quite a large size hitbox as well, and pretty decent for a cart. Not a superstar, but it's definitely up there. And then the Green Sprout, which is a powerhouse in the current metagame. It's been getting a paywall every single tour since it began, and that continues here with the Amsterdam Drift 2T, right? And it had the Baby Park, it had the Koopa Cape, it had the Coconut Mall, and all the way back to the initial Amsterdam Drift. So every single tour that this glider has been in has resulted in a paywall track. So it's a seasonal flavor, but where does it stand in the larger glider metagame? It's not there yet, folks. It's not an optimal combination. So we're not sure on where the Green Sprout will land. It's been a very solid glider up to this point, but it does have a lot of overlap with key gliders that you may be invested into. So we'll have to see how that thing plays out. It's certainly not a wicked Topaz, which is already only has 2 tours of assumed value. This is its 3rd tour, but only 2 of those tours had assumed value courses already appearing in optimal combinations in sizes less than 10, which is just mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing. Never before seen that. And then we have this Flying Easel, which is nothing too remarkable, right? It has a lot of nitro value and not too much assumed value. So the Flying Easel, probably the worst spotlight of the bunch here. Blooper Plus is good, but we do know now, thanks to the data miners, that the Blooper Plus will actually affect the distribution of frenzy. So it won't affect the frenzy rate, but the kinds of frenzies that you can obtain. And the blooper then will kind of pull some of that frequency away from Coinbox. So that elevates then in the rankings and the thinking, you know, the special skills like the Bullet Bill, for example, right? Unless, of course, you're using Lucky 7, then the Bullet Bill is not good, since 6th and 7th place is ideal for Lucky 7. But you know, definitely if you're looking for Coinbox or Boomerang, it is very good at that. So those are my thoughts with that. And now let's pick up our first ticket here. And we'll fire off these free pipes, so maybe we can get a little bit of week 2 luck should you folks pull on this pipe. I think this is one that I can give my stamp of approval on, which it's been a while since I've done so, but this is a very good pipe. By all means, if you have the rubies saved, that's the critical element of this, folks. If you have like 250 rubies, enormous risk to go into this. I'm not going to tell you you cannot pull in such a situation, but I'm going to tell you, if you are going into that, be prepared to be disappointed, okay? And if that gives you the power and the courage to continue to save, look, Volendam has just returned. Now she will return again in the future, right? So I mean, the real FOMO would be like for the flower cart or something. In terms of the character, we'll be seeing her again. I mean, certainly she's a city driver that debuted in 2022. That's been the blueprint for the anniversary pipe, right? So almost with certainty, she could be making an appearance there or within, you know, another special pipe. So I don't think you have to play into the FOMO there. And they must have liked the warning that we gave, because they gave us a free gold pipe. Oh, this is so much fun. Can we get something good though? That's the question. Okay, we'll take it. It's value, right? Maybe they want me to do a run on Rock Mountain. When is Rock Mountain going to return? I mean, it's one thing not generating new content, but even to shelf the existing content, the very limited selection that they've been given. Oh, large disapproval from me in that regard. You know, I think I might want to reset. The pipe. Yeah, let's do that. Because there are 9 high ends in this pipe, and you know, there's a lot of good gliders I haven't gotten that are a part of the selection now, right? Like those wonderful wings, and it's like, you know, anything silver, Manta, Surfmaster, all these things, they don't exist on my account, right? Meteor balloons. I mean, we could just go on and on and on of things that we do not have. But that's all right, look, because we're not on the wheel, right? So we're not going to get disappointed by these little normals that they give us. Anyway, shop check, and then we will sign off. So, whoa, okay, this is good news. I'll purchase that cart ticket now. I'm not going to purchase the Pauline, that's for sure. And let's take a look actually at this as well. I might as well pick up the Crowley cart too. Definitely fits the mold of my strategy there. And granted, it's 2 away from level 6, and that's fine. Look, I'm making the progress without spending the tickets, and that is critical. This glider, it's very limited value. Year 1 Syndrome debuted in the original Halloween tour. And then Luigi is daily select, so that's not locked at all. So that's my breakdown of things there. Must have been a purchase of daily selects. Fantastic, they were good to us. First day on that challenge, and we're good to go with that. And lastly, we take a look at the ticket counts. That's where things stand at the moment. So we're far clear of 150 high-end level up tickets. Patience and having a very secure and strong blueprint with a methodical approach, that's what we talk about here. And look, I do want to use these someday, folks. This is not to brag or to, like, you know, like, if you don't have that, there's no shame in that. Look, you should be using them. It's a lot more fun to be using them than to have this many saved up, and that's more or less of a byproduct of just so happens that the one thing I have a very strong character interest in why I started playing this game in the first place, and Nintendo just simply doesn't care. And that's, I wish I could say differently, but it is what it is, right? We still have fun, and I still love breaking down this game for you so that you can accomplish all of your goals and dreams. And if that sounds good with you all, please do subscribe to the channel, because we do a lot of data-driven approach, and we also like to have some fun, right, with those token shop pipes. Taking a look at that, we're almost at level 250. In addition to over 6,000 green tokens. So you can look forward to that, along with the new tour preview, what's going to come next in the Metropolitan Fest. Well, we're all very curious to see what the new city variant will be, so stay tuned for that. I do wish you all the best with your ranked results and your pipe holes. So take care, everybody. Have a good day.